Hey, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run.
It's Robbe with Believe in the Run.
Robbe, man. Lightning in a bottle. What do we got?
We got the Nike ZoomX Vaporfly Next %3. I think I got that.
I wasn't listening.
I'll quit now.
What is Bexar anyway? Because we'll probably get asked in the comments.
Oh, it's like this clothing company from Texas that they make wallets. Actually, the wallet I have, my favorite wallet ever. You know, I've probably talked about it before.
The green one.
It's good. Shout out to them. I bought this shirt, by the way.
All right.
Because I'm rich. Because I'm rich.
You got it. So we got the Nike. I'll just call it the Vaporfly Next %3. Whew, this one's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, we've been waiting for this. It feels like a long time, and then it just arrived.
Magically dropped.
Like a flower blooming in spring unexpectedly. And yeah, it's here.
All right, so first thoughts. So
right.
Robbe, you got in and we saw the proto. We saw some people who had the protos of this shoe.
Mm-hmm.
We see this one now, and at first I was like, oh, I really wanted that proto color, the white with a little dash of orange.
Yeah.
And then I see this, and I saw it on your feet, and I actually was running with you on Saturday, and for 16 miles of the run, I was watching you jog on this one, and I was like, ooh, I kind of do like this colorway. What do you think?
It looked good in that rain, the downpours that we were running in, which, by the way, very, very nice. This is actually a great shoe for pouring rain because it holds no water.
Yeah, there's hydrophobic material on the fly knit.
Yeah.
And it fits a lot better than I would say the previous model, the way that it's contoured, the way that it works. Even around the ankle, you see how it kind of curls in here? You don't get that gaping you got in the last pair. See that gape?
You don't get the same gaping. I felt like it was a little bit, for me, the heel lockdown was a little tough.
It's always the case.
I don't know. It's not the case with the last version.
Okay.
Because I did put that on just for comparison. I thought this slipped a little bit more. You can figure it out. Like I did. This isn't my pair, but I did lace up the whole way, and it felt a little tight over the top. But anyways, I don't know.
Yeah, I found the fit to be really nice. I like the bounce, the ZoomX. It feels a little softer, and I was like, is it really softer? So I put on the previous model to see, and I'm like, I don't know that it's softer, but I think it all comes down to the way that this rubber is applied on the bottom, and that it gives a little more flex and a little more feeling. So I was like, this makes the difference for me for the shoe.
Well, there's definitely less rubber on the less rubber coverage on the bottom, and I should say thinner amount on this version, and you can see the ZoomX midsole.
Yeah, there's cutouts. It's thinner.
Yeah. And by the way, speaking of cutouts, it is a lighter shoe, right?
It is. So my pair that I'm wearing here, the Next %2, weighs around 7.45 ounces, and this weighed in at 7.3 flat. So we're even getting lighter, and I don't know if there's a
crazy
super
light shoe.
Yeah, there's not another super shoe out there that my size 10.5 weighs 7.3 ounces. This has got to be the lightest.
I actually like to, I don't know if you can see it on the video, but on the heel here, they have how much each part of the shoe weighs. They have like the ZoomX 71 grams, rubber 24 grams, fly plate 21. I don't know. You could tell me if that's heavy or light. I have no idea. But.
So we're talking about the rubber really making a difference. I think the other place that makes a difference is the cutouts and the foam is reducing some of that weight. But when you talk about the rubber, Robbe, you ran it in pouring rain. We ran on all conditions: concrete, brick, this wood style decking.
A lot of potholes.
Yeah. By the way, I really think the reason you twist your ankle all the time is not necessarily your ankle's fault. It's where you run. So anyway, my question is going to be, how did you feel like the rubber held up on all those different surfaces?
I did feel like I did notice when it was raining, there was a little bit of slippage, not like severe, but it wasn't as grippy as, I don't know, maybe like Puma grip or something like that. So it wasn't like I was sliding out, but I could just feel it a little bit. So, but let's talk about the ride, because that's what everyone wants to know.
It's gooey.
It's nice.
Gooey.
It's. I forget when you put the Vaporfly on again, and you're like, oh yeah, this is what effortless running at faster paces feels like. It's so good.
I think it's the combination of it being so light and then getting that bounce off the toe. You can actually feel the plate flex in this shoe.
For sure.
Which is like some of the shoes, I don't necessarily feel the plate loading and flexing and takeoff. This one, you definitely have that cush. And I don't know, I felt like, and again, this could be due to the rubber, because it looks like the exact same setup, maybe a little more aggressive, but it just rolled through my stride, especially when I was doing striders and really picking up the pace to my max effort. I really felt like I could feel that dig in and that bounce off the toe.
Yeah, I mean, it just, again, it feels effortless. It feels like that just pop and snap off the toe, especially if you land in the midfoot, like, it just feels so good. I mean, I think people were a little bit worried maybe because of some of the stuff, like the Alphafly 2 wasn't exactly work for some people, but wasn't the one, had the magic of the one. This still, I think, retains all that magic.
I think this actually has more magic.
Yeah.
So I kind of did not like the 2 as much as the Vaporfly Next percent. This one brings me back to that feeling. I'd be really comfortable and confident running in this. As a matter of fact, people were worried that this fly knit looks like delicate. It's not delicate at all. This is going nowhere.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Robbie, we just gave Hoka the top spot on the plated trainers. I think it's in danger.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough call. I mean, I do love the rocker and the Hoka. That's more of a personal preference. It is nice that they're using Pipa foam, but like, this is the king, and I feel like it's gonna stay up there on the throne.
It's definitely not leaving the throne anytime soon. It's got that throne of swords or whatever, the iron throne.
The iron throne.
But yeah, it's a great shoe. If you don't want to wait for our full review, just go out and get this and be happy with it. You're gonna love running it, especially if you got a spring race coming up here.
It's supposed to be coming April 1st. There seem to be some shipping delays and things in Europe, so I don't know what's gonna happen, but check it out April 1st. Try to get your hands on a pair.
And some people have been asking why elites maybe are choosing the previous version to this version that have access to it. I have no idea. I would go with this all day. The only thing I could say is maybe they like the extra rubber on this one or something, but
we'll see.
This baby's good.
But hey, this is the first thoughts anyways, so who knows? Maybe it'll change in the next couple of days. We'll see.
All right, Robbie, you ready to go long?
Am I going long?
Yeah.
All right. That is not, no one's gonna believe that.